Hey guys, in today's video I will be showing you my August favorites, but before we get into it, please remember to like, subscribe, and watch my video all the way to the end. It really helps my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Autumn. I talk about plant content. If you've been here since the beginning, thank you for tuning back in, and I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers. Thank you for your support and your love. So let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first plant that I will be showing you is going to be my Syngonium Exotica. This is such a great plant to have in your collection. I have had this since 2019. It is in my top 10 of my favorite plants. It's easy going, it's forgiving, it lets you know when it is thirsty, it lets you know when it is overwatered, and I just love that it always has new growth going on no matter what time of the year, because I do have it sitting under a grow light. And yes, it does slow down in growth, but it's always...
weather capsules.
Sorry, guys.
Do you want to use the Weather Channel or Big Sky?
It is always putting out new growth. I love the thickness of the leaves. I love the shape of the leaves. I love the coloring of the leaves. And the way you can tell that it needs watering is when the leaves are curled or the leaves are feeling thin. And then you can tell that it is overwatered when the leaves are turning yellow. So it has been on this cocoa coir pole that I ordered off Amazon for a minute now, but it is not connected. Like, there's no roots or anything connected to it, but it is loving being on this pole. And then, let me see, this is the newest leaf. It is still hardening off.
You have 2 weather capsules. Do you want to use the Weather Channel or
Sorry,
Big Sky?
guys. This is the newest leaf. As you can see, it's still hardening off, and it's a different color than one of the older leaves.
Capsules.
Hold on, guys.
Do you want to use the
Sorry, guys, I was rudely interrupted. But you can see that this is the newest leaf compared to an older leaf. And I use the Velcro tape off of Amazon to secure my plant to the cocoa coir. So that is my Syngonium Exotica. All right, the next plant, which has become one of, I would say, my top 5, and I ordered this off of, oh my gosh, I'll put it on the screen. But it was a wish list plant, and I'm so excited to have this. And this is my Syngonium Chia Pence. This is the newest leaf. I love the texture. I love the shape of the leaf. As you can see, like, look at it. It's so defined. Like, I just love that as it grows, the leaves are becoming larger. It is only 4 leaves. However, I believe that once I put it on a pole or a board, that it will take off growing. It's already like putting out a nice little root there, a little node. Do you see it? I hope you can see it. But I love this plant. I just watered it, and I had it in a north-facing window, and I noticed that it was like growing slow. And I know they do typically grow slow, but I put it in my greenhouse under my spider farmer, hoping that maybe I can get another leaf to grow. And it is starting to put out a little something right here. It is pregnant, and the little thing is like peeking out. I hope you can see it. I'm not sure if my camera will pick up on it, but I do love this plant. I just can't wait to see it grow and get larger and just mature. So this is a great plant to add to your collection if you do not have it. And I really do want the frosted one because I think it is so beautiful. I love the color of the leaf. Like, I just love a green leaf. So there is my Syngonium Chia Pence. I recently got this next plant from a local nursery. Fell in love with it. It's called My Special Angel. It had so many flowers, and as you can see, like, look at the flower. It's so beautiful. Forgiving plant. The soil likes to be moist. I love this type of begonia. It's fast growing. It grows really, really fast for me. Um, it gets light from a north facing window as well as it's under a grow light. So it's putting out new growth right here. And all throughout, it has so many leaves coming in. Some leaves have dropped, and I just noticed that I have to be more consistent with the watering. I can't let it go too long without watering. But if you do not have this plant, I highly recommend this being added to your collection as well. It's easy to propagate. All you have to do is just cut under where a node is, let it callus over for a little bit, and pop it in some water or whatever medium you like, and boom, it's going to spit out roots so fast. And I haven't fertilized this plant. I'm going to wait until next spring to start fertilizing it. I've just been giving it just regular bottled water or rainwater. So this is my special angel begonia. So beautiful. Okay. Next up is an uncommon plant. You can find this any and everywhere. I don't really hear people talking about this plant much except for maybe like David Morales. He is a really good YouTuber, plant YouTuber, so check his channel out as well. And it is going to be my Marble Queen Pothos. Such a beautiful plant. Like the variegation is so beautiful. Like look at that leaf. It's so beautiful, and I love how each leaf is so different. Like look at that one compared to that one. Like it's so different, so easy. I do have it in regular soil, and I keep this in my greenhouse as well. And I do have this, I hope you can see it, this little plant, what do you call it? I don't know. It just holds the plant. I use it to hold the plant, the nodes to the soil so it can root. It is biodegradable. Let me see. It is biodegradable, and I picked them up from Lowe's for like $3. It was like a 8 to 10 pack, and it's really helpful for plants. I really can't remember the name. I'll put it on the screen. But this is such an easy plant. You can't go wrong with a white pot either, and I picked this up from Walmart for almost $4, and I just love this plant. Fast growing, can't wait for it to start trailing. I was going to get rid of this plant, but I'm thankful that I decided against it, and I just wanted to keep it in my collection. So here is my Marble Queen. Like look at that, it's so pretty. Okay, all right, so we have 1, 2, 3 more plants to go. All right, next up is going to be my Monstera Peru wishlist plant. Picked this up from Walmart. I would have to say that the more that I propagate this plant, the more new growth is coming in, like throughout the bottom of the, like you can see, let me see, like there's a new growth right there coming in. It's just all throughout this plant. I have been having problems with, let's see, thrips on this plant, like out of this world. So I did take it out of my greenhouse. I have been wiping the leaves down more consistently, and I noticed that something was going on with this plant because there was a lot of funkiness going on. Like look at this one. So I'll have to probably spray it down again and wipe the leaves down again. But I noticed something was going on because all these leaves were starting to get crunchy, and this plant is getting a lot of humidity, so I kind of figured it had pests. I love the texture of the leaves. I am a sucker for thick leaves, like textured leaves. Like look at that, it's beautiful. Fast growing, doesn't like to be watered a lot, and once you start cutting on it, new growth starts popping out. I'm seeing how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 growth points since I've been cutting this leaf. And I have fully rooted plants. If you're interested, let me know in the comments or Instagram, and I'll put it on the screen. But here is my Monstera Peru. Great plant, and I also love the pot that it came in. And I picked this up for $18.96. So here is the Monstera Peru. All right, this big gal right here is my neon pothos. Like, beautiful, full, lush, great. I got this from my son 3 years ago for Christmas. He just got it from a grocery store. He was like, I know you would like it, and I do. I love this plant, and it is trailing. I have taken so many cuttings of this plant, and it is so beautiful, lush. Like, look at that. So beautiful. And I love this color, the neon. It's so different because I have a lot of dark green foliage in my collection. I love this plant. It's a favorite because my son gifted this to me, and I definitely will not part with this plant. And I know a lot of people have this in their collection. It's just a forgiving plant. You know when you're supposed to water it, when the leaves are droopy and they just fall down. And then once you water it, it perks right back up. I just recently watered this plant, so it is very happy, and it gets light from a north-facing window, and it sits high, and it's just happy. So this is my neon pothos. Okay, the last plant in my favorites video is going to be my black pagoda lipstick plant. Like, look at it. Like, look how large this leaf is. Like, look at this. This plant was downstairs. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so this plant was downstairs in my dining room in a north-facing window. Highly, I mean highly neglected. Like, to the point where I didn't think I could save this plant. So, I currently have it in a west-facing window where I can keep an eye on it. And it has put out tons of new growth. Like, it knew it was dying and it was trying to save itself, and it just put out so much new growth. Like, I cannot believe the large leaves on this plant. And I feel like the root system is not great because I was inconsistent with the watering and I just totally forgot about it, because the leaves aren't that firm. So I feel like it's going to bounce back. I don't want to cut it back because it's already been going through a lot. But this is such a beautiful plant. Like, I love the back of the leaves. It's really beautiful. I love the color. It's fast growing. It is forgiving. And I will tell you, it's forgiving to the point where, like, look, I just watered it and still it's flimsy, but it's still putting out new growth. I picked this up from Lowe's for $5.98, and I've had this plant. No, I take that back. I didn't pick this up from Lowe's. I picked this up from a local nursery, and I just have it in a Lowe's nursery pot. But it's just a beautiful plant, and I'm glad that I picked this up. I would like to, when it's time, put it in a beautiful, maybe, I don't know, maybe a terracotta pot. I'm not sure. But I would love to put this in a beautiful pot as opposed to this for right now. But this is my black pagoda. Like, let me take a picture. Like, black pagoda lipstick plant. And I mean, guys, this is such a great plant. And you can find these in Lowe's. I just did not get this from Lowe's. But it's just so beautiful. Like, it's trailing. I would like for it to get thick, but maybe I will cut it maybe next spring. I'll let it bounce back over fall, winter, and just see how it is next year. So that is my black pagoda lipstick plant. I really hope you guys enjoyed my favorites. I know I am. Leave me a comment. Talk to me. Let's start a conversation. What are some of your favorite plants? So remember to be blessed and pestless. Bye.